Yeah, man. Peace and blessings to the family, man. I hope you guys are doing well and all is well, you know what I'm saying? With you guys and your families and friends and everything are doing well, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot to talk to you today, man. You know, mostly I want to talk about Africa and how these guys are being manipulated. They don't know who they are. They are being manipulated and indoctrinated, you know what I'm saying? And these people live in a belief system, as you know, and they take their orders from their own, what they claim to be their enemies, or people that came way after the ancestors people. Know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of mysteries that are still need to be investigated. Yeah, because that story about the houses that we see wasted away and the cities, melted cities, you know what I'm saying? And civilizations, entire civilizations, not only one or two, but you know, all over the earth, they've been smoked out and melted out. And we've been given false narratives concerning the events that had taken place to the people that used to live in these cities. You know what I'm saying? We were told stories that don't don't complement the reality and the facts and evidence that were left. You know what I'm saying? And the whole entire history, like in case of Africa, you see that the whole, not only Africa, the whole entire earth is being covered by the religious tales that they gave you, the religious tales of other people that came from another place and gave you their tales and their dimensional beliefs to believe the history, so-called stories that they gave you, you know what I'm saying? And took all the resources, man. I know it's a lot to digest, you know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped making too many videos all the time. And my brother Surf as well, you know what I'm saying? And we've been studying and researching other things that are vital for the survival right now, you know what I'm saying? And I still get, sometimes I come out and I gotta speak to you guys, man, to keep you informed and updated about the BS role that they create around you. You know what I'm saying? So we've been, you know, to the whole thing already in this channel. There's always something to go back to and explain, and there's always new things to go up, you know what I mean? They are all connected, because everything is connected, don't forget that. And as you have so-called Africans and so-called Americans and not Africans, well, That's what they call them now. Their name, because each African have his own name, and his own nation. It's not one thing. It stopped being one thing for a long time, you know. At least, like you see, the Americans, they're gonna claim different tribes, but they all gonna claim more unity than the Africans. You know what I mean? The Africans, they be like tribe for tribe, you know. So it just keep them even more backward. And we'll give an histories of the newcomers that came after the resets. Okay, that's why they're totally lost. Okay, and walk in darkness. All their scholars out here screaming on YouTube. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay, they talk about they have sources and they have sources. And they talk about some guy. And normally, usually, most of them is going to be some professor, and is going to be some guy that is not even an African. You know what I'm saying? Or he's a guy that he's a white man that did this and find out this. You what? Okay, man. Okay, man. He came way after there was anything called Africa. Okay, way after. So. And this African name came also with him. It's as old as him, okay? That's why it's not your ID, okay? But try to explain that to these brainwashed scholars, man. They won't listen to you. I know it's hard. People get hurt. The truth hurts, you know what I'm saying? So even to us, when we started this, you know what I'm saying, we had to take deep breaths, you know what I'm saying? And learn to relax. You have to learn how to relax and not let these things affect you directly, because you have input, but there's things that are out of your control. Okay, there's so many things you can do, and so many people you can save, because you can't save people. Only they can save themselves if they can perceive the truth or walk in the truth, or being righteous, or have common sense and stuff. If they don't have that, if they are just brainwashed, if they are not even human, they have no soul, there's nothing you can do about it. We'll do the wrong things, and we'll fulfill their purpose of existing, okay? Because not everybody has the same purpose, don't forget that. Because sometimes you get thinking that everybody's got this purpose. No, not everybody. Some people only have the purpose to serve, and that's that. This is why you teach them things and they don't learn, and they keep doing the same thing every year. There's people that them what to eat, what not to eat, and motherfuckers still eating all the positive stuff that the system is trying to kill him, trying to take him out. You know what I'm saying? So you can't force nobody to do nothing. Yeah, but meantime, there are other people that are still working on themselves, trying to get out, you know what I'm saying? But some people, like me, I just have that will, you know? If I decide I'm not gonna eat something, and I've been eating this thing forever, but if tomorrow I say I'm not gonna eat that forever, I just don't eat it. That's that. And I won't miss it, because it comes with my decision. When I make that decision, my body automatically recalibrates itself that it's not going to have that, and it cannot force me, or, you know, through the brain cells to have this desire to eat this thing, you know. And when I have the desire to eat this thing, the only thing I'm going to know, I mean, my brain is going to remember is that this thing is poisonous. So there's no way I'm going to touch that. Else my brain is telling me poisonous alarm. Once you know, there's no way you're going to eat that. But some people are not like so. That's all. You're going to see them still eating the powdered stuff after you told them that it's poison. But the motherfucker's still eating it like a rat. So everybody don't have the same destination. I told you, there's different blood types, there's different, there's a lab. I told you. There are some people, they've been made in this lab, and they, you know, they took stuff out of them, they can see, you know. But it is what it is, man. The religion It's not going to get them nowhere. It's not going to save them. It's not going to save the world. It's not going to save the Israelites. It's not going to save the Christians. It's not going to save the government. Yeah, perhaps the government, because, you know, the government belongs to them. So, not the people. It's not there for the people. Church, nothing they gave you is there for you. Have you talked about that? Nothing they gave you is there for you. Are they? Hell no. And everything they gave you is useless. It's stuff that don't work. Stuff that breaks down. Stuff that needs to be reset. Every other, you know, all this electronic stuff needs to be reset and everything. Otherwise they start having convulsions, you know what I'm saying? They start working wrong. It's the same thing that is going to happen to these AI weapons that these guys are going to supply you or bring into society. Instead of these weapons, because they're a machine, yeah, any machine they make, it needs to reset. It's not so advanced as you think. Yeah, because it has an error. Because Mosai is against it. Because it is not perfect. So it has an error. Even the lifts that you, anything they do, I'm telling you, from time to time, you gotta reset them. Even some phones, they all have reset button. You gotta reset. Yeah, so the AI, when they make them and bring them to you as a robot, it's gonna clean your house. Yeah, it's gonna take your dog for a walk. He's gonna go do your shopping. Yeah. So what do you think? He's going to have the reset button. At some point he's gonna go nuts. Yeah. Let's say you tell him go to the shops and get me, okay, you guys like chocolates, right? Go get me a bar of chocolates. And you come back with something else, maybe a gun, and shoots you. How do you know? And then you're gonna think, oh, I forgot to reset him last week. Oh, look what he's doing today. He's going to shoot me now. Boom! That's it, you finished. Yeah. It's not perfect creation that they're selling to you. All these, you know, weapons of war and this and that. The only thing perfect about that is that these weapons are supposed to be malfunctioning and shooting innocent people. That's the perfection when it comes to the war. But anything else is useless. Because when he's in war, he's just gonna shoot anybody. Once he gets nuts and then reset, it just start going shaking and start shooting everybody that comes around. What do you think? The program is malfunctioning. There's nobody to blame. Even if there was, there's nothing you could do about that because of your status. We explain to you guys what you are, you know what I'm saying? You are in a corporation, they got that big corporation, you know what I'm saying? And you need to define yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the main things that you should have done since you were like, when you were born. They're never ever gonna teach you that, okay? Because then you are forever a lost vessel. And the lost vessel is property of the big parts, the big corporations. They are parts. So the vessels, they need the passports, right? Go through these corporations and to have a relation with them. They need the passports to travel, you know, from one port to another port. And without birth certificate, you have no passports. All connected. The aim is how you're going to get out of that, okay, and success and find your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Through the whole system that they themselves made. They have laws. They have things that you don't know. They didn't teach you. That's why they got conflicts on your countries all day, every day. In Africa, conflicts every day. These niggas mad at each other. Make wars that last for decades. You know what I'm saying? Why they do that? Because when they do that, they keep the people in the dark. Nobody's getting education. Nobody's researching about the past. Nobody's updating nothing. Nobody's creating nothing because they are at war. It doesn't matter how stupid the war is, just as long as there is war and they can keep their heads under the sun, because that's what the wars do. They keep them down. And all that's part that these Africans like to blame the white people for their misfortune. It's all bullshit. It's all shows that their education is low. Yeah. Because it's not no white people that did nothing to them. They have governments, they have churches, they have leaders. They're not Israelites, lost people. If they don't have what they want, it's because they gave all their lands. Yeah, they sold all their people and their lands to strangers to run after it, to build it. They got Chinese building the whole Africa. These Africans don't have arms and legs. No, you can't employ them because you can't educate them. It makes no sense, does it? But that's what happens. But they still have a country. They tell you it's all artificial. These people don't meet. It's just a lab. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no common sense or mind of their own or nothing. It's just a lab in automatic. And the government is the same government that you have in Europe, is the same government that is in Africa, it's the same government that is in America, the same government that is in China, it's the same government that is in Russia, it's the same government that is in Ukraine. To me, it's the same government. Everywhere is the same government. You can call me crazy if you want, okay? I did my research. But to me, it's the same people and the same government doing the whole thing. Yeah, of course, they play divide and conquer stuff. Yeah, I hate you, let's fight. But it's the same people. They gotta do this. And why I told you already why they do this, since they destroyed the Tower of Nimrod. They told you they don't like that stuff of people coming together. They put it all on Yahweh and told you, hey, Yahweh said that when the people come together they do evil. Yeah, but what happens when they don't? See what happens when they don't? Evil runs them. It's even worse. They are slaves to evil. When they are not together, they are slaves to the most destructive type of evil. See what happens? And when you look at these old burned out civilizations, that's what you got. That somehow they were also divided. And that's why this calamity came on them. There was this evil ruling of them. Since they destroyed Nimrod Tower, I'm telling you, they separate the whole people, gave them different languages, and all that crap. Yeah, it seems when they did this, that's what we see. The evil took over by division and wars, division and wars. The evil rule over all, and all cannot rule over evil. So the evil came the rule. Yeah, like to build the tower that Nimrod was building, and many of these buildings you saw they burned from the past. You have to be a total different type of people. You couldn't have been ruled by corrupt things and things that do evil. You could never ever build what you built like that, in that way. Once you have common sense and you think, you know what I'm saying, you can see things clear, and you can pass the knowledge through to others. Yeah, it's as simple as that. And you got to question what these motherfuckers were doing, and burning all these old cities and hiding it from us, telling us damn stories that, you know, when you find all these massive rocks in the middle of nowhere, and they tell you that is a result of some erosion or bad weather or water. It used to be an ocean over here. No. When the rocks look melted by heating and everything, and you look at it, you can see windows still, you can see, you know, door structures, you know what I'm saying? Inside these old, what looks like caves, and you got all the geometric forms still are there, you know what I'm saying? And motherfucker telling you that it's all erosion naturally. Just like they tell you they go to the moon, you know? It's all an artificial a simulation. You know, he ain't real. Yeah. And it's just pathetic when now you got the case that Africans have no resources. Of course, you're not going to have no resources because you got all the religio feeding on you. You got all these greedy men running you. These most rich men in the world. I see him in there in Africa running with pounds, you know what I mean? So you corrupt, and you know, once you corrupt, you cursed. That's why you don't know where you came from. You don't remember your ancestors. You don't remember nothing about you. Okay? And you go to America telling them what they are, what they need to shut the hell up with that. Yeah, you're nobody to do that. No. Because you're just trying to fit into some type of agenda now, trying to lie and making money. Yeah, that's what the Africans are doing. They are trying to get money from anywhere and everywhere, but they never have money. And when they have the money, they have no project, they have nothing going on. They're building nothing. Yeah, Chinese building Africa for them. They got to pay a loan. So they got to go to America, work hard, and pay. Because there's nothing going on in Africa. No business. Yeah. Too much racism. Black racism there. Black killing black. You're not from here, boo, 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 they kill you. How do you explain that? And these people, these same people claim to be great people. And that even before they were claiming that the whole civilization came from sorry people, it can't be true at all. And do your own research, go find out, man. You know, these Africans being lying and being lied to you. And they have their roots, their food. They're walking in water like Jesus, man. They got nothing. It's just fate that Africa exists. Africa don't exist, but in their minds is a word made up by their invader that, you know, gotta give them something to believe, so you make him believe in words. But gave him no freedom of no type, didn't give him even the research. They talk about Africa is rich, they don't own shit in Africa. You understand that? These Africans, most of them, all of them don't own shit in Africa. They go there, nobody's allowed to do shit without the the signature of the boss. And who's the boss? I already told you in my other videos who runs Africa and the whole thing. You know, you need to follow the lessons. Not gonna be now repeating again because you guys don't watch the videos. You know what I tell you? You know, it's all a big setup for the end last days, man. According to Jesus and Yahweh and Allah, all of them tell you about the last days, and now they're going to burn you like the old cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? They show you and everything, what they do. They call it wicked and they burn it. Don't they already call you wicked and treat you as a criminal and everything? You're wicked, right? You are something that they despise. You are something that they hate, right? They hate. I've never seen a bigger hate than somebody what they do, giving you poison food, giving you poison water, giving you fantasy TV, making you stupid, giving you sweets, making you sweet and dumb, yeah, turning men into women, turning women to men, all types of wickedness, just like what they tell you they were doing in Sodom before they smoked them. And you didn't take notice, did you? No. You want rights. I want the right to be gay. I want the right to be black. We are black power. Yeah, they were doing same shit in Babylon and in Sodom and Gomorrah. Same damn religious stuff. They were doing that. Yeah, they even tell you Abraham was living that time, right? who was inside Sodom, and they had to go there and get them, and they sent the angel of the Lord to go to Sodom and get just guys, because it pisses me off just thinking about these stories. Yeah, how the angel of the Lord said that all motherfucking people in Sodom was wicked. You're telling me even babies, women, and children, they were all wicked? That all the people there, well, unless there was no other people there but gay people, because that's what they pretend to do. But how was Job in there? And why the hell would be Job in a city that is just the gay people? And he was dealing with so-called Lord, and he was the only guy in that Sodomite city. And the Lord sent his angel to go there and take him out. Sodom. He half take him out. His wife get killed. Right? Then Lord have sex with his daughters, people. They drank, they drug him, they drank, they made the man drunk. They have sex with his daughters. And they create a new nation. All under the eyes of Yahweh. Yeah, God of Abraham, who told him to go and save these men, these wicked men from Sodom, that have sex with his daughters and have, to create another nation. So how was Lot better than the Sodomites? I'm still thinking about that. Okay? And why he was the only motherfucker there that could get out of Sodom alive. Yeah, so that war to create this nation, because your God knows everything. He knew that that's going to happen. So he saved Lot to create a nation between him and his daughters. You see how immoral that stuff gets? All under Yahweh power, people. And you still believing that these stories is from the living God. You guys, man, you guys that believe all that, man. Look, man, you got it. You got it all upside down, inside out. And you just have to wait for the last days. There's nothing I can tell you. It's what it is. Yeah. Because you know that these Africans, they learn to love their enemies. They learn to adore them. They learn to adopt their culture, their language, everything. They destroyed anything to do with themselves. There's self-hate in Africa. That's something that you don't ever hear about, but its self-hate level is not low. You understand that? And then they hate each other and kill each other all day, every day with stupid, fanatic religious wars. You know what I'm saying? And then they have all the parasites that come from outside and then finish them off because they're already weak by being fighting each other. So, and they, normally they hate each other. It's a self-hate people. The Africans live in artificial religious world. Okay, learn to love the enemies through the words of indoctrination and the science of belief. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. And so-called white peoples, they were the replacement for the people after the reset. Okay, they needed to create a race of people to run their agendas, basically. At the same time, it's an experiment, and at the same time, the whole thing benefits them because you are just their plan, to be honest. You are just what they planned. They even gave you the instructions what to do and what's going to happen to you thereof. In the end of it, thereof, which is they talk about Mageddon, they talk about annihilation of the earth. But okay, they talking about what they did to the ancestors, to the old cities, to Sodom and Gomorrah, you know what I'm saying? Hailstones, and they're gonna be like laser, flying objects you've never seen before, melting you with laser and stuff, okay? You can call that hailstones if you want. It's laser, it melts even rocks, you know what I'm saying? Plasma. So there's no escaping the lab preconditioning program, you know what I'm saying, being created. And they know that the species they've been created, most of them, you know what I'm saying, I know that, you know, a lot of people have a lot of brain and a lot of people wake up and a lot of people develop and have a different type of DNA than other people. But most people are going to find out that's why they're here. They were created to be here, to protect this relation, you know what I'm saying? Protect this systemic relation that gives them the purpose to exist. Is the only way, that's why they exist. They have no other reason to exist. Okay? They work for the controllers. They are projects. Most of them are programmed souls. I mean, soulless programs. You know what I'm saying? So they run in the system. They just, you know, these like dudes that talk about got a career, they got a job, and that job comes before everything. You know what I'm saying? Things like that you're gonna see a lot, and most of them are gatekeepers. Their job themselves, the job itself is a gatekeeper job that, you know, prevents them from even traveling, prevents them from knowing what life really is. So they keep motherfucker working in the hotel, working in the restaurants, hospitals, parliaments, you name it, man, anywhere for life. Yeah, then they tell him that he's got this day, that day. Okay, they gave him a weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Some of them, not most of them. Some of them get the weekend off. You know what I'm saying? It's all a slavery, but they don't think that this is a slavery. They think it's life. That's what they're supposed to do, because they were born inside the lab and they were taught that. Okay, that. So they are low intelligence creatures. They don't think higher and bigger. They can see the whole picture. They only see the little picture of, you know, 9 to 5, pay your bills, go to work, have some kids, vote in government, take shots, watch TV, believe everything, trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's the mind of a moshed zombie. You know what I'm saying? When he's moshed, that's how they think every day. And they carry on like that, careless through life. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do anything. Because everything is done in China, so there's no need to learn. Nobody wants to educate itself or even go to college and educate itself to a professional office of being free and doing things and doing your own business, but being free and everything. They don't want to do that. Yeah? Do social exchange with money. They don't want to do that. You gotta bring a credit card, nigga. Yeah? So they confine you to the prison with these things. That's why they got these new species. These new species, they are the ones that love this stuff the most, if you noticed. They love this plastic technology the most. It's the age of plastics. They did away with old glass bottles and they create plastic bottles. If that's not dumb, and if people don't consider how dumb that was, just to turn around, yeah, and how bad that was for their health, yeah, and that's why you see, you can't respect nothing they make out there. They got health companies out there that are supposed to be checking on all of that and making sure that the masses are protected. Are they protecting your rights? Creating plastic bottles, and this plastic and rubber and all that crap becoming a big problem now because they don't know what to do with that. It goes to the sea, it goes to the water, it takes a long time to deteriorate. It's going to happen. But they're not worried, because when they bring the the reset is going to be so hot that no plastic is going to make through it. there will be no plastic. Just like there was no plastic before they claimed that they created it. Well, they got the formulas to do anything. After the reset, they do whatever the hell they want. They can decide not to do nothing and let everybody live in the jungle naked if they want. Like Tarzan, and don't think they don't experiment a lot of that. They did already. Yeah. But what they do is what they know. The human being is more human being doesn't like when you have these stories of Tarzan, you see what happened. And I know it's a fantasy, but you can see that they're showing you the lab and what they do, how they can create a boy just growing up in the forest without parents or nothing, just with animal happens. And then this boy become half animal in his understanding to life, yeah. So, but the point is not that. The point that when he grows like that, and then the other white man was going to the jungle, and Tarzan didn't like that. He started attacking them. He started beating the hell out of them to get out of there. Yeah, and what did they do? They bring Jane, right? They bring Jane. They make Tarzan get in love with her, so that way they can control Tarzan. And they control Tarzan. They take him to England. And then when they go to England, what do you think? He becomes a domestic cat. He's not a lion anymore. It's not a tiger anymore. It's a little domestic cat. Yeah, with a flag with the rainbows. You know what I'm saying? So when he goes back, then Tarzan is here, and then after he says he can't stay here no more. He wants to go back to where he came from. Because he feels that if he stays here, he lost his soul. Because there's nothing here for him. The people are dead. All the things that they make no sense. He was more happier in the jungle. He didn't have nothing, but he was happier in the jungle. Nothing could break his spirit. Yeah, in the city, he said he's happy. I don't know if you guys seen the film, but that's, I think Tarzan in the end wanted to go back to jungle. He's not going to grow and stay in the city wearing suit and tie. He's not going to be indoctrinated. He's not going to be a slave of a system. So he said he wants to be free. He wants to go back to the damn jungle. Will Jane do that? What do you think? Will Jane go back with Tarzan to the jungle to live with the lions and tigers and hers? And snakes and all these animals? Sleep in the grass, run around. You can get beaten by any animal. Was Jane prepared for that? Hell no. Jane wanted to stay in England so she can have nice teas. She can, have the best dresses, go out for a theater, go for the musical, talk about art, right? She was in another dimension, and Tarzan was in the dimension. There's nothing wrong. It's just when you come to this reality, when Tarzan left his jungle and went to the simulation, because once you in the jungle, because the jungle there is no rules. You can tell there is no, there is no rules. There are no roads. There are no markings, right? But when you come here, everything is marked. You get that idea that somebody bigger than is too bigger. It's too big. It's bigger than you, and everything is marked by him. And all things are already, so you feel like you are inside somewhere that don't belong to you, just like the houses that you live on. They don't belong to you and never will. Doesn't matter how much you paid for them. It doesn't matter if you already paid all of it, you just know that this damn thing will never be yours. Because the land where it stands on, it's not yours. So, for most, you are just a vessel, and you in a port. Okay, you can buy a house, you can live there, but you're still a vessel. You're not the owner of nothing, you're not nothing. Just a vessel in the port. The port owns everything. Port has his own identity, has his own ownership. He owns everything that is there, including you. That's why you have to have a passport to live within the port. Yeah, passport. That's it, man. How long this is going for? 39. Man, it's a lot to go, man. But as I told you guys, man, the religious fanatics in Africa are responsible for their own decadence as well, the most. You know, and the funny part is the religion never ever benefited them in any way at all. It benefited some nations, like if you go to Europe, because it's their tradition to have these other religions that and all the stuff goes to the religion. I mean, the money flows to the religion, of course, and flows to Rome, but not to these Africans. They don't own nothing and never will. But they still hold that religion more than even the people that created it. They believe the God more than the Pope and the guy that created the damn gods, man. You know, that's why Africans are second-class citizens in their own lands. You know, they are the most religious fanatics. Their history is covered by religious history. That's all. Their history became religious history, people. And they have this. And you have to understand that Africa is a big project, a big lab, and there are other nations that were not there before the reset. And these nations are the ones that they're going to put on top today. Nations that were not before, because they tend to do the work of the invaders. They tend to be the invaders themselves. I don't want to mention their names, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you to do your research and find out that not all that's why I'm against these name Africans, calling everybody African. Everybody's not motherfucking no African. Get out of here. Yeah, these are names that they created to create the pancake. That's all you need to know about that. Don't call me African, don't call me black or nothing. I'm not a color, even. And black, when you go to the damn dictionary, means something else. So stop the fuckery. So, that's it, man. Enough, man. I'm gonna stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just, you know, keep your eyes open. Don't sleep too much. Don't go back to sleep. And I love you all. Keep the instructions. Peace.